Hey, what's up? Just drinking from the Diamond Hand Coffee here. So we got some updates from Tesla, okay? Ready? We got some updates. First, we got a charger update, then we get some semi-truck updates, then we get some, the other updates. So I want to start with chargers. Here's the thing. We know Biden's infrastructure plan is coming. We know that incentives for expanding the charging networks throughout our country are going to be massive. And Tesla, and this is unconfirmed, I'm hearing this through the grapevine, that Elon Musk is planning on opening up the Tesla charging network to all vehicles. Now, this is really interesting to me for a few reasons. First, and I'm trying to break this down logically here. First, I think, wait a minute, that sucks. Now the lines at the Tesla charging stations are going to be even longer. Then we're going to have, the fact that, hey, the whole reason sometimes people want to buy Teslas is because they want to be part of the whole Tesla network and ecosystem, right? And I don't think people necessarily buy a Tesla for the charging network, but, it's a little bit of a brand dilution, right? There's something special about you drive by the Tesla superchargers and it's all this crew of Teslas backed in. It's like amazing marketing, I think is the way to put it. I'm not trying to sound like, it's the elitist Tesla club, right? But it's brilliant marketing. You got to give them that. It's brilliant marketing. Now, those are my initial reactions on this rumor that Elon Musk may just open up all chargers to all cars, and people would just have to download the Tesla app. So now I want to think practically, and then I want to think long term. So practically, how does this work? Well, when I plug my Tesla into charge at a Tesla supercharger, the Tesla supercharger knows who I am. Somehow they communicate. I'm sure there's some kind of chip in the little nozzle thing that plugs in. It's like, Kevin's charging over here and using this much, because they can automatically bill you. It's all linked up through the car. It's kind of brilliant. It's probably not that hard to do that through an app, although most of the other charging companies haven't figured out how to do that well. It's kind of clunky. A lot of times you got to swipe your credit card. You got to tell them which pump you're at, which is not really pump, which charging station you're at. You got different plugs to use. It gets a little messy, which Tesla, by the way, has a totally non-standard plug. So are they going to hang adapters at each charger? How are those not going to get stolen? I don't know. Some practical implications there as well. Maybe people bring their own. I don't know. maybe there's like a convertible thing you can put on top of the Tesla thing that can't be removed. And it's like, you want to use a different charger? Slide it out. That'd be cool. Something that screws in. It's like, okay, Tesla charger, normal or everybody else charger, something like that. That'd be awesome. I don't know. I'm not a mechanical engineer here, but this is interesting because there are some long run implications here for Tesla stock regarding this. First of all, the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, dang, if people now go to these chargers and Tesla wants people to download the Tesla app to use the Tesla supercharging network, what does Elon Musk accomplish? He accomplishes getting a Tesla app onto a ton of people's phones that are not Tesla vehicles. And most people, well, I don't know, I guess I shouldn't speculate, but I'll make this clear. I would guess that most people who download the Tesla charging or just the Tesla app, most people who download the Tesla app allow notifications. They turn on notifications because you got to know, if you go into a restaurant, you want to get a notification that, hey, your charging thing is almost full. Please move your car before you get charged extra for squatting with the full battery, right? So most people turn their notifications on. This, I started thinking to myself, is potentially a really brilliant Trojan horse. I mean, think about it. You get Ford, Volkswagen, all these potential other vehicles charging, and by the way, this is also good for Lucid, okay, in some sense, because Lucid would have access to yet another charging network. They should link up with Tesla. But anyway, we'll put that aside for right now. More chargers is a good thing in America, right? But anyway, Tesla now gets their app on everybody's phone who's using these chargers who is not a Tesla user. They probably turn on notifications, and what would be really easy for Tesla to do? You can now pre-order a Cybertruck. Bloop! Notification to everyone. Come on. This is like brilliant Trojan horse marketing. You open up the app, you go, I want to start charging or whatever. Oh, what's this? Oh, the loot box and it's flashing. What's this? Refer someone to Tesla and get X thousand miles free. Even though you're a Ford driver, refer someone to and I'm speculating, right? I'm just thinking here out loud. Refer someone to Ford and you get a few thousand miles free on the Tesla charging network. I'm sorry, refer somebody from your Ford to Tesla, right? So you're driving a Ford, you got the Tesla app. you get maybe free miles for referring someone to buy a Tesla, not the car that you're buying. And if they buy a Tesla, you get free miles to charge your Ford. It's honestly, like, my initial reaction was, you gotta be kidding me. But now the more I think about it, as a shareholder, I mean, as a user, I think it's gonna be a little inconvenient having all these other people now wanting to charge at these stations, which is fine. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to, like, again, it's not this like elitist discriminatory thing. It's, hey, sometimes I need to go charge. There are not enough chargers. It's really annoying, especially in LA. It's horrible. People sometimes wait like 45 minutes to an hour for a charger in LA, and it's stupid. It's really stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if LA is giving Tesla a hard time expanding the network faster. This freaking building permits in California. Don't even get me started about California. Okay, so that's a charging update. We got more updates though. This charging update, really interesting to me. The more I think about it, and the more I realize these opportunities, if this rumor ends up being true, the more fascinated I am by it. Now, again, right now, this is unconfirmed. So I just want to be clear that this is unconfirmed. There have been a few reports about this, and I've spoken to some folks about this. So it's unconfirmed. So take it for what it's worth. At the very least, we just went through an exercise in, if that ever happens, what my reaction would be to that. All right. Second thing that was just announced, three things here. Second thing that was just announced, apparently the Cybertruck, via a tease from Elon Musk, might not actually come with door handles. I'm sure there'll be a door handle on the inside of the car. But honestly, now that I think about it, it's like, you know, the fancy Model X, when I bought my Model X in 2017, had what were called self-presenting doors. You could push a button on your phone or just walk up to the car, and the doors would just automatically open. And even if they just open up a little bit, you can, you know, grab the frame of the door and open. I mean, if you think about it, you don't really need a door handle in that case to get in, especially since they're electronic pop-open door handles anyway. I mean, it becomes a problem if your battery's dead, but that's kind of always been a problem with electric cars, because if your 12-volt battery is dead, the door systems don't work anyway. Like, I remember my Prius had an electric lock, and when my 12-volt battery died, I could not get in into the trunk. The trunk had an electric lock. You had to push a button for it to open. It's kind of like how you have to push the button on the handle on the Teslas to open them. So this has been a problem before. You just don't want your battery to die, I guess. That's a problem. But aside from that, it's interesting because Elon Musk is famous for saying the best part is no part. And how about just no door handle? It's kind of like, let's take the full steering wheel and let's just do half a steering wheel. And let's just get rid of blinkers because the car's just gonna predict which way you wanna go. It's very radical, but I kinda like it. It kinda jives with me. I'm interested. So me, bullish on this. So bullish but skeptical on the chargers, although the Trojan horse to get people into the Tesla product verticals, like either referring other people to Tesla, getting convinced via notifications yourself to buy a Tesla, getting convinced to buy a Tesla because you're parked next to all these Tesla cars, getting convinced to get Tesla solar panels and then a power wall and then buy a Tesla car. The Trojan horse here is 10 out of 10. Like, Elon, that was nice. Good one, if that's true. The Cybertruck thing, okay, all right. Radical, but I like it. I do like that. Then we've got news here on the Tesla semi-truck. So the Tesla semi-truck is something that's been long awaited. Two pieces of news here. One, apparently in Australia, the first versions of the Tesla semi-truck may not be allowed on the Australian streets because the vehicle is larger than 2.5 meters or 250 centimeters. Apparently the Tesla's width, the Tesla semi-truck's width, is 3.8 centimeters larger than the allowed 250 centimeters. So yes, they're about 3.8 centimeters larger than the 250. So we're talking about like 2 inches here, okay? And 2 inches is pretty small. But anyway, yeah, that would be disappointing if the Tesla semi-truck could not be on roads in Australia for 2 inches. And Tesla is lobbying to have that rule amended, which I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla gets, because quite frankly, I think it's very unpopular for a government to say, no, we don't want electric semi-trucks. I think it would be very unpopular. And for 2 inches, I don't know. Do people notice a difference? I don't know. Then we've got, let's see here. Oh, right. Pepsi. Pepsi is getting up to 15 semi-trucks potentially this year at their, looks like California facility in Modesto, and it's a Frito-Lay facility. They want to 100% electrify that facility, and they hope to be the first recipients of 15 semi-trucks. Now, I've really wanted to like pre-order a semi-truck myself because I think it'd be really cool, but I also don't know where I would park it, so I guess I don't blame them for going to people like Pepsi first. Although, then again, I also haven't actually put a pre-order in, so I guess I can't blame them at all. But anyway, kind of cool. Pepsi, by the way, has pre-ordered 100 Tesla semi-trucks. It's very common for manufacturers like Amazon and Pepsi or FedEx or UPS to pre-order like 10 to 15 trucks. And then they evaluate the performance and the cost versus their gas or diesel powered trucks. I imagine diesel is probably the only fuel. I don't know, maybe they're compressed natural gas ones as well. But evaluate the comparison and the cost efficacy of these. And then the big tell is going to be if Pepsi in the middle of 2022 comes around and says, hey, we're ready for those other 85. That right there, mark your calendar, okay? Pepsi reorders Tesla semi-truck, Tesla Moon. Because that's Pepsi, where margin is very, very important. Don't get me wrong, margin is very important in all businesses. But Pepsi and Coke, these are companies that have been around a while, and they know how to watch their pennies. They will do anything to improve their margin. And if Tesla's part of that equation, to the moon coffee. Okay, well, I guess at this point, I should mention that you should totally take advantage of that 38% off coupon code that does expire tomorrow, February 26th. The pricing will be going up for all those courses on building your wealth, private live streams where we analyze stocks together, we talk about real estate, I answer your questions, and folks, thank you so very much for being here. I will see you in the next one.